Hi guys, welcome back to Fat Boy RC. Today we're going to be looking at a bit of a special car. Now we've had this car for a couple of months. Didn't want to do a video when we first got it because we wanted to see just how good it was and if the hype was true. The car I'm talking about today is the Team Corally Syncro 4. Look at that beastie. Hey, that's good, isn't it? Green. When you buy the Syncro 4 out of the box, it's basically a ready-to-run model. Now, when you come to 1.8 buggies at this level, a ready-to-run model is not totally ready to run. The first thing you need is a battery. Now, we like Z batteries, but for this one, we was at our local model shop and we got hold of the bashing battery. It's there, 4S. This was about £60 for this, which is a 4S LiPo battery. Hard case, so that it can take a whack. You don't really want a soft case on a thing like this going this fast. So of course you have to buy the battery. Also, you have to buy the battery charger. We went with the Sky RC T100, that's the empty box there, the actual charger is at home. Okay, that's a 100 watt dual channel charger. I'll drop a link down below. There is a video on that on our channel, so you can see how that actually works and how you use it. Now, again, out of the box, you get some radio gear. Now, when we first saw this radio gear, I must admit I wasn't impressed. It's small. So, for instance, if you look at this one, which is off of my Slider Blackzon, which is a little 1/16 car, little cheapy car, it's quite big. You look at this one, which is off of the Corally, it does look small and cheap, but the looks can be deceiving. It's actually great. Once I got used to it in my hand, yeah, it fits lovely. It's got a nice smooth trigger action. You know, it's responsive. One of the great things about this car with this radio gear, it's bloody, sorry, pardon my French. But you can actually set the speed to 50%, so you can actually tone it down a little bit. And it's still fast, but it will tone it down so you can handle it more, okay? Obviously you've got all your trim settings and everything like that. You've got the foam wheel. That springs back really well. It's very smooth, very good. Okay, it was a kind of new kid on the block, the CT2S, when this came out, so everybody looked at this and was like, oh wow, which is why we waited a couple of months to test the whole thing. So we've had a blast with this thing and it is great fun. Also in the box, I don't know why, but you get a nice lanyard. But obviously I do know why. It's a bit of free advertising for Team Corally when you're out on the track and you've got your controller around your neck. Your lanyards there advertising their product. You do get a little aerial cover in there. Hardly anyone I know actually puts these on for some reason, but that should be going on there. Manual for the ESC. Manual for the controller. And manual for the good old Syncro 4. So everything you need comes in the box, except for the charger and the battery. So you're going to need to get your car, get to your model shop, get your charger, get your battery, get your double A's for the controller, charge it all up, get out on the track or the woods and have some fun. Now, we was initially looking at getting a Typhon 3S, which a friend of ours got, and I've done a video on that already, you can see on my channel. But when we went in the shop and actually talked to these guys, they suggested looking at the Team Corally. Once we looked at the technical specification of this car compared against the 3S, we decided to go this way. Now we did that because the Typhon is £349 and the Team Corally was £315. But there's some more points on it, some key points that separate the two cars. So let's have a look, shall we? First of all, obviously, it's a big beastie. It's a 1/8 scale. 1/8 scale, buggy, nice, big chunky tyres. This has got new tyres on it because we just actually went through a set of tyres in a month because we've been running it on some tarmac and it's been, you know, a great bit of fun. Right, so if you look at this car straight away, you can see it's a quality item. There's lots of big chunky plastic. Underneath, you've got an aluminium chassis plate, which is 3mm thick. Very strong, very strong. Great, yep. The armour, although it's very strong, has plastic. Also, look at the front shocks, which are very, very big. Can you see the plastic caps here? They've taken all the damage. These are to protect the aluminium heads on these. So you've got composite plastic shocks with aluminium heads, fully adjustable, fully oil filled. The Armour Typhon again isn't adjustable, still does a good job. There's that. Okay. When we look at everything, everything's nice and strong in there. Look, can you see all these? Your steering yokes, your rake there, your steering arms, everything nice, big, thick plastic. Okay. Quality polycarbonate top, nice and strong. Big old wing, just what you need for flying down the road. Let's have a look inside. I like this sort of thing. Pull the clips out. The clips have actually got a retaining band on them. Yeah. Now a lot of people think that's to pull the clip out, but it's not. It's there to stop you losing the clip. If you keep pulling on them, you snap them. So don't do that. Just use the clip as you would a normal clip. That's there to stop you losing the clip. Now we look inside this buggy. Now, first thing you will notice with this, if you've done it before, it's got 3 differentials, right? The Typhon's got 2. It's got the front and the back. This one has got a central differential. Now what happens with a central differential and a central mounted motor is the power is more evenly distributed to the front and back, which gives you a better driving experience, keeps it flatter to the road, you know, right? Obviously, got a decent sized motor in there. You've got the Corally 725, which is a 2,150 kV motor, but this is a 4S. The Typhon has a 3,500 kV or 3,200 kV, and it's a 3S. So speed is very comparable. It's the handling where this one wins out. The Typhon has a tendency to wheelie. Okay, it's a little bit more skittish. Absolutely amazing fun, but very skittish. This, I think, is a more solid unit on the floor. Okay. Lovely thick 5mm composite plastic shock towers. And I do like the way they've braced the chassis with all this part in one moulded case down to the chassis, down to the chassis. You can see there's 2 screw holes either in there. You can buy a cross member out of the spark to actually go on there and stiffen it all up. Right, there's your motor. You've got a great ESC there as well. Look, so it's got a heavy duty 135 Torex ESC. There is a manual included in the box, comes with it. Tells you all about the ESC. Very strong. It's got the 7025 servo. It's a very strong mechanical metal geared servo, right? Which is great. That'll really do the job. That'll handle the pressure and really take it. There's room here for sway bars to be fitted, which you get on the Spark 6XB, but the ones off the Spark fit this. One of Team Corally's USPs is they like to share componentry across the models. So things like the sway bars off the 6 would fit this. The gears in the differential, they're all cross-compatible metal gearing, so it's all strong, all available to cross-platform. So this thing is a bit of a Typhon killer. You know, we like this. We've had this for 2 months. I did manage to break it at one point. I literally broke a lower arm. But the only way of doing that, I hit another Syncro 4 coming the other way, both at full speed. And it didn't really do that much damage. Apart from that, we've been jumping high in the sky, we've been rolling it, we've been flipping it, and it takes a bashing. We've had it at the beach, on the sand, we've had it in the woods, we've had it on tarmac, and it keeps on taking a bashing. Now I like the Team Corally, I like the philosophy, I like the fact that the cars they're making a higher spec. Now this one, for instance, as I've said, is the competitor to the Typhon 3S. But when you compare them, the Typhon 3S's spec is at a lot lower point than this. This one is more to the level of sort of the TLR version of the Typhon, which is the 4S, which has a lot of metal. The TLR is a £500 car, and yeah, it does have better componentry than this one, but this is a very, very close comparison to that model, okay? £315. So basically, if you're given a choice between 349 for a Typhon 3S or 315 for this, I would say that this is the way to go. What we need to do now is get this out, get it blasting all around, and get some speed out of it, see how fast it goes. It's going to be going in the region somewhere like 45, 50 miles an hour on concrete. I don't know what it's going to do off-road, but it goes. Jumping it takes a bash. It really does take a bash. Anyway, let's get it out and get that done. Right, so we're at the Chattendene Abandoned Racetrack. We've got the Syncro here. We're going to give it a bit of speed testing using the Sky RC GNSS Speed Performance Analyzer. This is available from Amazon, and it can accurately track your speed, it can do altitude, it can do drag, everything like that. It's all accessed through the app. Go into the app, choose GNS Performance Analyzer. That then syncs up with the analyzer. I don't know if you can see the blue lights on there. We select on the app, we set track, then we select start. Oh, GPS signal's poor at the moment, so we just have to wait for it to pick up on some satellites. A few moments later! Last run it was set to 50% by accident. Let's have a see what we got this time, shall we? 40 miles an hour, that's a much more respectable speed. That's straight out of the box on a stock 4S battery. Well, what do you think of that then? Obviously, super fast, super durable. Yeah, I really love it. That was quite a good test of the vehicle. It does give you an idea of what sort of speed it goes and power, something like that. Like I say, we've had it on many different surfaces. Been favourable. Control's been amazing, which I think that's the big where the big winner is on the Corally, is the actual control of the thing. I'd love to get hold of a Spark, which is the next one up, or even a Suga, which is the 1/8 XLR model. We'll have to wait and see on that, because obviously it's a lot of money. This one, £315, £60 for a battery, double A's, 50 quid for a charger. So what's that, £110, so that's £430 all in, which is quite an investment. Obviously the higher you go up the scale, the more metal, the more componentry, the higher the speed, the higher the chance of damaging it, and the more fun. So if you're looking for a fun 1/8 buggy that's going to do everything it says on the tin, the Team Corally is definitely the car for you. I really do recommend this vehicle. Thanks for watching Fat Boys RC. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe. Make my days good. Hit the old notification and ding dong bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching the Fat Boy. Cheers.